Kevin Durant has owned the NBA Finals so far. He followed up his 38-point game one with 33, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 blocks, and 3 steals in game two. And getting it done on the defensive end as well. Cavs shooting just 37% when KD is the primary defender. Now, even though KD has played in only 7 career Finals games, he has scored a whopping 224 points so far. Only Rick Barry, MJ, D-Wade, and Shaq have scored more in their first 7 games. KD, this has been almost like another coronation for him in many respects. Feels so bizarre to phrase the question this way, but has he sort of regained his rep, if you will?
No, I don't think it's bizarre at all, and I think we're watching it happen even though there's still time to go in these finals. See, at its core, this is a game, and people just want to be entertained. And if you put on enough of a show, even your critics will eventually come around. And the point I've been making for a long time about Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce proved it in the post-game show last night.
He may be the best player in the world today.
Today?
Today.
Whoa.
I mean, we're on the final stage. LeBron is giving you good numbers.
Stop.
What can't he do?
Let me stop you before you start.
Drink? What's in there?
Cut it out, Paul.
What can he do on the court?
Let me check in that
Yeah, let me smell what you
Paul,
got going on in your mug.
you stop it now.
Hey, this is truth juice.
I think you need to consider the source.
Yeah.
You're talking about somebody, that seems like a prisoner of the moment statement on the part of Paul Pierce.
And notice he said today.
Well, think about what this moment means. This is the biggest stage in this sport. And showing out in the NBA Finals enhances your reputation like nothing else. And Paul Pierce in 2008, you couldn't tell him he wasn't the best player in the world after he was Finals MVP. You've had some guys that are Finals MVPs that aren't superstars, but more often than not, it's the best of the Finals MVPs. And I said going into this series, some people will always question KD as a competitor for how he ended up in Golden State. But if Kevin Durant is the best player at both ends on these courts in this series with these stars around him, then people have no choice but to give him props as a player. And I think that's what you saw Pierce doing. And I think people will do that. They'll say, I hated the way he went. But just like LeBron in Miami, eventually, in hindsight, people hate a little less hard. And once it became LeBron's team and he was clearly the best player, people got over the decision. I think you're going to see the same thing happen if KD continues this in this series.
KD did not need to win a title in order to justify a decision of going to Golden State, even though I realize had he fallen short or if he falls short, doubt he will. Right. If he falls short, that just would have opened him up to even more criticism and ridicule and all those kind of things, and I get that. But I think we're seeing in this series why it really was a basketball decision and why when he said, or he has continued to say since he's been there, that this wasn't just about winning championships. Right now, he's playing the type of basketball he's always wanted to play. He's reached a stage as a player that he's mature, and I think especially what we're seeing from him on the defensive end, he's been able to prove in this environment he's a complete player. We certainly saw some of that last year.
He's always been. He's got the spotlight on him different.
He has always been.
Not always.
I would say as a defensive player.
As a defensive player, he's gotten better as years
That's what I mean by
on.
that.
Yeah.
But now he's putting his stamp on this series on both ends of the floor, and I think that's what makes this truly special. So this just in, KD is good. I think we always knew that, but he's reaching a new level right now.
Let's just make one thing clear before we move on. He ain't the best player in the world, okay?
No.
But it's not a stretch to say a guy that's been considered for a while the second or third or top 5, minimum top 3 player in the world to take a leap. He's on the better team right now, and he's able to play better basketball, to your point. And yes, he's outplaying LeBron, but 2 games doesn't mean you take the title from the best player in the world.